Welcome back, YouTubers, to my channel of an everyday life of an Aspie. If you're following me right now, if you've been following me, taking a break from my mental health and awareness series and everything else that I had and close to my heart to share with you all based on some everyday personal, statements, or shall we say personal quotes or messages for you all, regardless what it may be, that hopefully that we can, get on board after New Year's, maybe to continue on this. So it has brought to my attention, as I said so many times before, I can't stress it enough, that, since we're nearing to Christmas, I thought to do something different and get on the bandwagon with the rest of the ones that are doing the Christmas vlogs. As I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to be like the others that's going to be doing pretty much the whole until New Year's period and whatnot, but I'm just trying to think what's going to be well suited for me and you guys along the way. So as I said before, also if I'm not anywhere near the videos or what have you leading up to after Christmas, don't fret. As you know, sometimes we do deserve our break, so leading up to probably say Christmas onto maybe the first week of January, sometime about the 3rd or 4th, prediction wise, I'll be having a break from YouTube just to spend quality time with my family, as I have to obviously, and hopefully I can do as much as I can with them lots down in that township of mine with them. So without further ado, guys, basically this one's going to be, as I said, 2 parts of the Christmas video tag that I've done, well, one of which I've done. This one is the second, which is the Merry Christmas one. I challenge you guys that hasn't done it yet to maybe do it, and I'll list the questions in the description below for you to follow and maybe do as well, and just to have a bit of fun and us getting to know each other, engage one another one way or another, either by just commenting below or just sharing the videos out around to our family and friends and whoever else you feel might be interested in doing these, or just sharing them around to have a bit of a Christmas cheer and spirit, fun-filled Christmas. So as we said, basically this is the second part of the Christmas tag video, and I'll humbly apologize in advance if a couple of questions or more do sound similar to the very first one, since I was trying to recall everything on top of the head, what I was doing as my schedule and what I'm going to do leading up to Christmas or what have you, of what I want to hopefully share with you all, of what I've been up to leading up to Christmas, as to make it as much Christmassy as possible. So as said, this is Merry Christmas tag. Let's begin this. Number 1, use one sound to describe how you would describe yourself on how excited you are for Christmas. Number 2, best present I ever got. Well, I don't know really. As I said before in my first one, basically, majority of the time when it came down to my sister and I, we were given similar gifts year after year. So my best Christmas gift is just pretty much maybe say, just being around my family, like my parents especially, is my best present from them, because obviously you only have one set of parents and I love them dearly, and obviously being able to share the love and spirit around between us, as well as maybe with friends as well. Number 3, your worst present you ever got as a kid. I can't think of any worst presents I got as a kid, because as I said previously just now, that every Christmas was like pretty much my sister and I would get the same presents. 4, as a kid, did a sibling ever receive a present that you ever wished for or wished you had? Not really, because why should we be wishing upon someone or being like someone when we obviously need to just be ourselves and actually be able to just accept the gifts that we're given regardless, because obviously we need to count our blessings. That's how I look at it. So basically, to me, no, not necessarily. Number 5, sing a line from your favorite Christmas song. Well, like I said, there are so many uptake versions of certain songs that I like listening to, sort of thing. So basically, like I said, and the first one of my video was one from Cliff Richard, Christmas time, mistletoe and wine, Children sing, whatever it was, I can't remember the rest of them. So, number 6, name a reindeer or all of them if you can recall. Now, if you guys can hear me right, I think from memory there are 12 reindeers. I'm not sure, but if you want to, I'll try and recall them. There's obviously Rudolph, the most classic one for the story of all times. Rudolph, or shall we say the Christmas song, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You've got Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Blitzen. I'm trying to remember the rest of them. I know there are more, but that's all I can recall at the moment. Let's just leave it as that. Comment below maybe if you can recall them all yourself. Number 7, favourite thing about Xmas for you. Favourite thing for me is just spending time with family and friends. If I've got any friends to spend time, Christmas time with them, or just even with my family. You know, it's all about, you know, being with the ones we love and care about. As I said in my, you know, video about what Christmas means to me, it's about just sharing and giving the love and support from others and just being there for others as much as we can, be it our family members or friends that are close to us. Number 9, do you use an event calendar? No, I don't use an event calendar. Apparently, as a little girl, I don't think while growing up I even had one. But I would have loved to have an event calendar. Maybe I should just buy myself one this year just to relive it up. Who knows? Number 10. Recite one line from your favourite Christmas holiday movie. I can't recall it right now, to be honest. I've been watching so many Christmas movies and reading so many Christmas stories leading up to Christmas, and I usually do this sometimes 9 times out of 10. But hey, I don't know. Number 11, share a funny Christmas memory. A funny Christmas memory? I can't recall any right now. Again, mine's going on a war rampage of forgetfulness today, to be honest, folks. Some certain things that I can remember. Number 12, talk about your typical Christmas day. Well, obviously, you know, for me, we will get up, goodness knows what time of the morning. If there's any, you know, thing out before Christmas Eve, we'll, you know, sometimes it's usually the night before Christmas, we'll lay out some snack foods and leave it out there ready for us to go after Christmas breakfast. Sometimes we'll have a fancy Christmas breakfast, sometimes not, depending really how, you know, will cook feels, which is my mum. Sometimes now I'm going to hopefully see what I can do to bring out the traditions and actually bring it forth of what we can do. But for now, our typical morning would be usually getting up Christmas morning, have breakfast, then after breakfast doing the usual, cleaning up the table and all that, would put on some Christmas carols and whatnot to sing to. While we're doing that, we'll be opening our presents, snacking on some light snacks, basically. If we have the energy, we might go out somewhere of our choice after snacking on certain things, as an activity or what have you, if we choose to. Sometimes we might, at the end of the day, depending, I usually remember, like, there are usually, you know, those Christmas lights competitions that they have leading up to Christmas. If I'm lucky enough, we might, you know, go see some of the Christmas lights, which I'm hoping to do this year if it's around then where I'm heading down, which I shouldn't have revealed, but that's where I'm going to be heading for family Christmas. Another part of the day going through would be after, maybe going out either after our Christmas presents and whatnot, would be sometimes do some silly things, some fun games and activities if we do try to get involved. Sometimes then we'll, you know, just do some jokes, and then, like, what I try to do is, like, after I pack my Christmas presents away, even if it's from my family or whatever, you know, either send some text messages throughout the day to friends, family, or whatever, wishing them a Merry Christmas, or even wherever I can find time to post it up. Um, Another thing I would do through the day of my typical Christmas day would be is, you know, just to, send send and certain greetings, well, which I've just already said, but then again, like leading up to before, you know, Christmas lunch would be basically just a typical maybe roast or something, depending on what, again, how my mum would feel of the cook. Then after that, sometimes also we may go to a church service in the morning as well. Some Christmas years we've been doing that, as well as leading up to that. You know, if there's any Christmas activities at the church, we'll join in with the church group that's there, no matter who it is. And then, yeah, we'll just, again, come back home and just do more caroling and whatnot and just do what we can, I guess. Number 13, do you have any Christmas traditions? Yes, I do have some Christmas traditions, and if so, what are they? Is the last part of it. You know, part of me is trying to get back into that spirit-filled mood of just sharing the load with my mum of preparing certain Christmas foods that we usually enjoy, as well as basically what we do is, if I can share the load, if not, then, with the tradition, we'll try and do some caroling and whatnot. And now we're trying to bring out, this year, especially since I suggested it, dress up pretty much for Christmas, as along with maybe Christmas caroling. Okay, real or fake Christmas tree? Well, if you've been following me on this Christmas vlogging series, I've got a fake Christmas tree behind me. I'll never have a real one because, for starters, like I said, for most of our family members, we have problems with our, respiratory tracts and whatnot, and that's what happens basically. Number 15, pictures for Santa, yay or nay? No, I was hoping to get a photo of of me with Santa this year, just to be cheeky, bring out, like I said, the little girl in me. But I didn't have the time, obviously, as well as the money, which I wish I did, but to create, some special stuff for my other family members. I do have a favourite, I think, a long time ago, though, mind you, of what was shared and whatnot. Okay, number 16. Have you ever had a white Christmas? If not, would you like one? Well, obviously that does answer my first part of the question. No, I haven't had a white Christmas because obviously here in New Zealand we're all about summer. Summer obviously is all about the sunshine, beaches, barbecue and whatnot. Yes, I would like one. Maybe someone who, in particular, who I'm with, you may have heard of him, the English Pom of Father. I don't mean to bring him out this way. He's English. He's told me about the Christmas of the UK version, obviously, of the White Christmas, and that he reckons that in the UK they are more full of cheer and everything else of what they do for Christmas. I would love to go over to the UK somewhere that has the White Christmas, so maybe that can be on my bucket list again, to celebrate a White Christmas somewhere overseas, be it in the UK or wherever else that does it. Maybe someone could shout me out or trip over there one year for me to experience the White Christmas, maybe. I don't know. I may be asking too much there. Sorry, guys. Number 17. Where do you spend most of your time in your Christmas holidays? That's a hard one because every Christmas varies. Because obviously, last few Christmases I can recall, well, for the last two Christmases in 2014 and 15, I think if people's been seeing some of my photos up on Facebook, I've been at the Vines Cafe in Foxton here in New Zealand for a Christmas dinner meal, or shall we say Christmas lunch. Some of the other time would be I'll be spending my time with family. Regardless, we're trying to organise some events for ourselves in that small township of what I've just mentioned, and hopefully we can get on about and stay active and see what's on offer around the Living and Horowhenua region, and maybe further down to the Kapiti and whatnot. But like I said, hopefully I'll bring you guys with me about some certain activities, maybe what we'll be doing. But then again, I'll have to, like the saying goes, seek out permission, see how my parents will feel about it. Number 18. What will be your most favourite Christmas tradition you'll be looking forward to this year? Well, as I said before, it will correlate to the same one before. Dressing up, having fun, doing Christmas carols, just having a bit of fun with my family, just hopefully make some memories somewhere along the way with some photos, even if my parents don't want, as I said, to be on YouTube or whatever else it may be, because they're a bit self-conscious about the social media, to say the least. Or it could be other reasonings behind it too, but many people may give me a hard time about, my parents online. Okay, number 19. Do you like receiving or giving gifts? That goes hand in hand, bit of both. I like to basically, give presents if I could afford it every year, by giving gifts every year to people, regardless of what it may be. Even if it's just one person, I can make their Christmas better and see that smile worthwhile. Getting gifts, yeah, it would be good to receive gifts from your loved ones or whoever, or someone unexpectedly giving you gifts, so to speak, because at the end of that day, it's all about, giving and all that. So part of me, when it comes down to receiving the gift, if I did deserve one, if I was on Santa's good list, if not, who knows. But anyways, to be honest with you, also, like with the receiving end of things, it'd be good. So yeah. What would you dream of a Christmas holiday? Well, again, what would be your Christmas dream holiday? Again, there's two parts to this. Again, as I answered to the White Christmas, either being in the UK on Christmas Day, White Christmas, or just somewhere in the Europe region where they celebrate Christmas, the White Christmas or whatever, just getting into that Christmas cheer of eggnog and whatever else it may be, so to speak. Last but not least, number 21. Are you a pro or failure at wrapping up gifts? This is a tough question. I haven't wrapped gifts for a while right now, so therefore, basically, my vision or short uptake, I am getting better. Practice makes perfect, but I haven't wrapped gifts in a while, so to speak. So it's all about knowing the trick of the trade, obviously, of wrapping gifts, isn't it? So to speak. Practice makes perfect. Well, this quickly ends about my Merry Christmas vlog part 2 of the Christmas tag. Give me a like, thumbs up for support, for engagement as well. Comment below if I missed out anything, or feel free to join that Christmas tag, kind of thing when I put it in the description. I would love to see your guys' responses when I follow you guys and actually watch you guys. Feel free to share these videos around to family and friends as always, and don't forget to follow me on my social media sites, Facebook or Twitter, AspieAnswersAll. As I said, as of after New Year's, hopefully maybe I'll sort out another Instagram and all these other social media sites I'm on to share with you all. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Do what you love what you do. Until next time, Aspie signing out, and I'll see you again soon.